Hello, everyone, and welcome to Divinity Original Sin. This is going to be my first full playthrough of the game, hopefully. I have played before for a while, but I've never left the island, Fort Joy. I haven't made it out of the fort, but I haven't actually left the island and gotten to the ship and done all of that good stuff. So this is a pretty new playthrough. So I'm going to be probably making a lot of mistakes on the way. But I am excited to play through this game. I'm going to be playing as Sibyl, as you guys can see. And I'm going to be doing a lone wolf playthrough with only Sibyl and Losa. That is my plan. I am going to be kind of following a playthrough that I saw by Major Slack videos. The playthrough is like 3 years old, and he did a lone wolf build with Sibyl and Losa, and I really liked it. So I'm gonna kind of go along those lines. I'm not gonna do everything like he did. I'm gonna use my points right away, as you can see. And we're gonna go from there and see how I do. So everything is set up. I'm going to keep her appearance the same. These are the presets that I've used so far. I still have a few points left here, but I want to make sure that I have my points set up for my memory slots later. So that's why I didn't use them all up. I got Huntsman, Summoning, Thievery. I'm going to go with Ricochet, Pin Down, and Conjure Incarnate. I'm at my beginning here. My talent is Lone Wolf. Tags are the tags. And I picked the cello as my instrument. Alright, so let's jump in. Let's get started. I know, yeah.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Alright, that's cool. Cool little intro. I'm on my way over there.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now, no need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Ugh, what a dismal way to wake, in the belly of the beast. Let's see if I can grope my way out.
Okay. Alright, I'm just trying to get myself like accustomed to the controls here.
Ugh, bones are so boring. Without flesh, there's no memories to be had.
Alright, let's check everything out. I'm gonna be searching through everything just to see what I can get. Let me pick up this bucket because pick up that bucket. I'm gonna put the bucket on my head, of course. Let's see. Okay. Let's go head over here and we're gonna head over to the back. Nothing. Nothing. I'm getting nothing.
An animal pen. How utterly charming.
I got an egg. Well, I can't talk to...
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Rude.
Bah, bah.
I mean, was that really called for? Let's see what we got over here. Sacks and buckets. Wow, I'm really just I'm really not hitting anything. Okay, a little coin over here. Let's move that. Okay. Let me pick up this.
Boring.
Great, this is boring. Let's see if we can get some goodies in here. Pick up all the food. Health potion.
Rubbish.
Rubbish. Alright, I'm too heavy. That's because I have this stuff in my inventory. These heavy boxes. Alright. We have a knife that I'm going to equip because we're gonna have a fight over here. Our first fight. So let's jump in here. Gonna equip the knife and the bucket so I can have a little bit of armor. Yeah. I don't want to see the bucket. I don't know. Is this weird, right? All right. Let's keep going. Got an auto save right there. I'll check out this barrel over here, get some lock picks. Go down here, check out this guy.
You there. Come here.
This guy is shady. Let's go talk to him.
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Eye him carefully. Why is he in the cage in the first place?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
Demand to know what exactly is in it for you.
Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Turn your back. There's no way you're getting involved.
Suit yourself. But we're all in the same boat here, so to speak. I'll await your return.
Will you? Will you? Alright. Let's go over here and mess with the guard.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Alright. See what he got. 15 gold. I can buy like this shirt. I would love to have this shirt. What can I sell? I don't really have anything to sell though. Do I need this armor? I'm gonna buy it. Okay. I'm gonna boop him on the nose because I have to do it. I have to boop him on the nose.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Why do I have to be filthy? Like, really? Like, is that really necessary, sir? Okay, I'm gonna try the finesse persuasion. Laugh and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard. He should check it out. Persuasion success.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Okay, I know I can't pass this, so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna remark on the sturdiness of the cell bars. The prisoner's not going anywhere. Failure. I need 2 for that one.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offense intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
Okay, let me get out over here out of the way. they're gonna fight. And I'm gonna actually take this time. Oh, do I have on clothing already?
Where I can see them.
Oh yeah, let's put this on. Okay, let's see if we can
Hurry it up,
check this
sorcerer. We
out.
haven't got all day.
But I want to get back some. Come on, how did that fire get to me? Come on.
That's one problem solved. A dead magister. Somebody'll have to take the blame for this. And it won't be me.
Oh, that sucks. How did that fire get to me? Alright, let's sacrifice. And then maybe, yeah, let's summon. Is it gonna be in water?
I'll yield to none.
Alright, and it's gonna take me 4 AP to get down here and smack this guy. Let's do it.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
Alright, let's end it. Okay, let's see what my little guy can do here. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Oh, he missed. Oh. Oh, it's my incarnate. Oh, wow. I didn't even have to really jump into the fight, you know. I am still on fire, though. This is not a good thing. Can I not be on fire? That would be great. Okay. Take a little sleep right here. Alright, some buckets, some bowls. Alright. Okay, yeah. Not bad. Not bad for my first fight. Okay, understood. Didn't I get those lockpicks? Oh, you know what? I forgot to get the key from the magister guy over here. I forgot to look into his inventory. Empty honey jar. Okay. I got my money back though. His inventory wasn't completely the same, but I did get my money back, which is good. I'm trying to loot everything. I am playing, not sometimes like my camera doesn't move with my character. Sometimes it does, and then sometimes it doesn't. It's totally weird. Okay, get this potion here. Okay. So, let's throw this down there. There's a lot of bottles down here. It's cool.
No key? No problem.
No key? No problem. All right. Now we're back around.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Tutorial deck is done. This my toolbar is like a mess, right? Can I not do this? Is it locked? Yes, unlock it. I know that people like usually have this stuff arranged in a certain way. I'm trying to see. I don't even know. Move it around. Incarnate. And then basic attack. What is this? Unsheath. Enter sneak mode. Okay. Okay, that's good enough for now. Yes. All right, let's loot all the things.
No lesions, no trauma. It was bled by magic.
Small tome. Mortal and pistol. Pestle and pestle. Did I say pistol? Jolly skull. What is it? A piece of mind scroll. Scroll? Alright. Did I check everything? Just another barrel over here. Alright, let's go up and talk to the magister.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
I'm already done with her. Alright. She got some stuff. Nothing too expensive.
In the meantime, your next stop
Some
will be
interesting.
Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Let's go Scholar. Mused that by the room's shape, you can tell that you're on a Lucian-class frigate, but why?
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
Perhaps.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
Lean in and whisper that the Magister below deck suffered a fatal encounter.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
You pull at the thing around your neck, fruitfully. Demand to know why she collared you.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
You recall the power building inside of you, the breaking of your shackles, the fury setting you free. Unleash it.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Alright, so let's keep it moving here.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
I just want to see what they have. Dirty socks. Empty bottle. Okay.
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
I want to peer into the room and ask what happened.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them.
What you got, guy? Oh, got some pretty cool stuff, I guess.
Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Okay, I'm going to choose the Sibyl options. Smile and think better of saying what you're thinking. Whoever the murderer is, they could stand to learn that bloodletting is an art, not a sport.
Move along.
Let's go check out this room. A lot of empty potion bottles. I guess that's good.
Ugly sight, isn't it?
I see she got a wooden figurine. Okay.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Okay, inform her that she wasn't this man's protector. She was his captain.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Tell her that that's a trick you haven't quite mastered.
I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Laugh. She really thinks you'd helped a magister? Someone who's keeping her under lock and key?
Think about it. It's one of you who got killed, not one of us. We want to find who did it and bring them to justice. Who's your real enemy here? You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Alright, so I know that it is a piece of flesh that where are you going? There's a piece of flesh that I need to get from this corpse, but I'll get it later when I come back this way. Alright, and if you have Pet Pal, you can talk to the sheep and shear it if one of the kids are selling shears, if you get sheared some kind of way.
One of them. I know it. They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that. You keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the I reassure you?
Mug of beer. I'm not pushing the right button. I can't I can't see. I'm trying to see. Okay, let's talk to Losa. Losa will be part of our team.
Wife. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
He's definitely allergical. I'm gonna play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb. I love it.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do one. Say that that's true enough. Shake her hand. Losa, I presume.
You presume right.
Ask her if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's back.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Okay.
You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
All right, cool. I can't wait to do a full playthrough and get Losa's backstory and Sibyl's backstory. Bedroll, bucket. There's a bunch of beer and stuff down here.
How dare you classify this slop as food?
I'm gonna
I've seen more
go over here and
coming
then
out of plague-stricken
go back
pigs.
around.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere else.
Turnips and water are all I was given.
Okay.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with
Oh, lucky find.
Lucky find. Okay, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk to
There
Ivan
has been a murder.
when I come back out.
Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me. You clearly don't know the first thing about
Rubbish.
Rubbish. What's this? Okay, cooking pots. Let me get the cooking pots, cause pocket knife. The cooking pots you can use to make put them on campfires so that you can have cooking stations. That's pretty cool. Pumpkin.
Mad? Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Alright, I think that was everything in there, yeah. Let's talk to
A scruffy
Ivan.
man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fan.
I've never dined on anything less
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Okay. I'm gonna move closer but clench my fist in case things go south.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Okay, ask Ivan why the Magister suspects him of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Not Johnny Big Pants. Okay, ask Ivan what he did to find himself at the mercy of a subordinate.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Say that you are still curious about the murder. Did he do it?
No.
Okay.
The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
Okay.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Ask Ivan if he knows anything about where you're headed, or Joy.
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Say you have no interest in Alexander. All you care about is surviving Fort Joy.
Not interested in the son of the divine himself? I don't blame you one bit. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, elf, what's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Tell him your name is Sibyl.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Voluminous, okay.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
You get saucy with me.
Yeah, that guy
Thing about sauce.
was a lot.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
Let's get this beer.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd.
Some bed rolls.
Always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Can I sell these bed rolls? I hope I can, because I'm not gonna need like all of them. A couple of buckets that I don't need.
Did you see the body? They ought to let you taste a bit. Maybe you'd find out who done it.
Man, he got some gloves, huh?
That's enough now.
I really am trying to get kitted up. How much is this bed roll? 8? Let's see. Let's sell one of these bed rolls.
Always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
What do I need sheets of paper for? It's old plates.
We'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Oh, perfect.
Sing us a song, I know you can.
Perfect. All right, I got some gloves now. I'm getting kitted up. Okay. I've got 8 physical armor now. Need some pants. All right, let's talk to Beast.
Your kind always hung closest.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Ghetto. You hear that?
Girl, tell him he ought to think twice before addressing you like a child.
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
You look like a ghetto to me. Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't.
Ask what you're meant to be hearing.
The ship, of course.
Quieten and listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Say the sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger, it's...
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
Anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds on the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, Ghetto. Good news.
Ask what's got him so excited. That was nothing more than a rat. Nah, you heard it. What is it supposed to be?
It's the wheel, the wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Pardon my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Tell him he shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate, even here.
That's why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about the place.
Yeah, no indeed, Ghetto. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all, thank ye kindly, Gero.
How dare you classify this slop as
Cock an eyebrow. If he's hatching an escape plan, you want in.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
All right. So Beast is interesting.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too.
I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us.
Rotten eggs.
Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Oh, the Red Prince is alive.
What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
Let's see.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Mumble through clenched jaws. What on earth is he doing?
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Nah, tell him you're quite the wizard in the kitchen, a true chef.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Tell him you're handy with the needle, but probably not in the way he imagines.
Yes, well, I'll count that as a no, shall I? On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Say you most certainly have personal pride. You're no stranger to combs, powders, and perfumes.
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook and groom, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit. Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
Smirk can say he's a dead man.
I'll have you know that threatening one's master is punishable by death. Rein in your impertinence, will you? I'm a fair man, but I won't spare the rod. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
This man is out of control, okay? The man is out of control.
Please,
Name?
See what he has. Oh, he has some pants. Okay, I gotta get the pants, right? Then I have a full set of armor. This doesn't give me anything, right?
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
What do I need an empty honey jar for? I don't know. I have the money. Let's just buy it. I'm probably gonna get my money back anyway. Obliged. Tell him you're called Sibyl.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Why you do that? Kiss that killer. Alright, so we have some pants. Where the pants? Pants go?
I forgot how to sing. I did.
Where the pants go? Right here. Oh. I was feeling so hard. Okay, pants go there. Okay, so I'm up to 10 physical armor. That's pretty good.
How dare you classify this slop as food?
Okay.
I've seen seen more appetizing things coming out of...
Let me talk to the kids, because they may have something.
An elf? Wow. I want to be an elf when I grow up, but without the scar.
Okay. Some milk and chill, okay.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
All right, Sandy. This has like, oh, it has the same as the other one. Okay.
Come on, please, Losa.
Be good, you scallywags.
You look a little bit elfish. Maybe your daddy was an elf. My daddy's name is Frida. He's waiting for me at home. I'll go home soon.
Some soap, some rope, okay. Some interesting stuff. Alright, I think I talked to everybody except for Fane, which I will talk to now.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your face, tugging at your ears and prodding your nose.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Tell him that unsolicited fingers have the remarkable tendency to break.
I am not as brittle as all that, young lady. My fingers will hardly... Although perhaps you mean... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How... difficult. You have my apologies, fellow elf. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Look at him curiously. You're not sure you understand what's happening.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Understanding is all rather relative. Take this book, for example. I understand all of it, and yet none of it makes sense. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Say that history differs from one memory to the next. It's as much in flux as the present and the future.
Most unusual, and if it's not too rude to suggest, not much of an answer. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Snort. If he wants legends, he shouldn't be reading a history book.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Insist. Why is he so curious about the gods?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Alright, so that is everybody. We'll talk to this last Magister here.
Man. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger.
Huh?
You faring okay so far?
Tell him you're fine.
Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Alright, I think that this is a good place to stop. Yeah, we're about an hour in. So yeah, I'm gonna stop right here, and I will be back soon with another episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.